Hey everyone, it's Jessica of Pretty Prints and Paper here, and I'm continuing my Dupe or Dud series. This is inspired by folks in the beauty blogging world who commonly compare high quality brand name products with the generic store brand products to see if there's a difference. People often wonder, do I buy the $50 face cream or do I go with the one at the drugstore? And they do some comparisons there, so I'm going to do the same with stationery. Is that going to carry over from pens the same way? So I did one recently with the Tombow dual brush pen and the Artist Loft dual brush pens and compared those two, so check that video out. And today I am looking at fine liners. A lot of folks in the planner world, bullet journal world, love these fine liners, and the popular brands are Staedtler, Stabilo, and now I am introducing the Recollections version from Michaels. If you've looked on Amazon before, the Staedtlers for a 20 pack are $20. The Stabilo for the 20 pack is $13.50. The Recollections at Michaels are $5. So anybody who shops at Michaels knows you use that $40 coupon and suddenly $3 seems pretty manageable. So I decided to do a review to see if it's something that's worth throwing in the $5 for, because honestly, when I look at that, I am kind of a pen snob, I guess, because my first thoughts were, okay, is it gonna break? Is it gonna totally die out? Is the tip gonna be like hit or miss? For example, gel pens that I've seen like at Costco and like those 75 packs have always been really, excuse my language, but shitty. The ink skips and all this garbage. So I had my reservations. And when I looked at the pack, I was looking at the colors because I love bright colors and I love the tropical tones and jewel tones. So at first glance, I was like, okay, I can work with that. There's like neon and there's some of the brighter markers or the colors, a lot of earthy neutral tones that I was like, okay, they've kind of got some of everything. But to be honest, I love the colors from these two brands. That's what drew me to them in the first place, is that, wow, they are gorgeous. So that is one distinctive differentiator for me. And I've seen these on sale individually at different art stores. So Blick or even at my school bookstore, they sell these individually. So that is kind of a win if you just want a couple, whereas this comes in just a 20 pack. So if that makes a difference to you, that's one key differentiator. When I pick these up, the Staedtler is smooth. It is kind of weighty, even though it's a thin 0.3 millimeter pen. It feels luxurious in a way, right? Where it's got the sleek body. The Stabilo is just a different brand entirely, and they've got that really cool design, really hefty plastic that you can feel the quality there. And so that is one of the differences. When I pick up this, it's super, super light. The plastic is really, it's not that shiny smooth. It's just that like matte plastic. And the cap seems really, really thin plastic. And I wonder, oh, this looks kind of cheap, whatever. So we'll see about the ink part, right? When I write with these, all the tips look really, really similar. So it's got that familiar felt tip. And to be honest, when I've written with these over time, that marker tip flattens out. And suddenly I can't write at any given angle. I have to write like this. So overall, fine liners are really tough for me because after a while, they're just not usable in the way that I want to use them. So this is Staedtler. Smooth. The nice thing about these kinds of pens are that it's a marker tip, so the ink never skips, which is nice. Okay. A little bit of fake calligraphy for you there. You just highlight the downstrokes. And then if you use them for coloring, great. Oh, you can tell that I've used this one a little bit because I have to go a little straighter up to get the ink to kind of come out. The Stabilos are 0.4 millimeters, so just like the slightest touch thicker than the Staedtler. A little scratchy, but I actually find that across all three of these brands that Stabilo has the most juicy pen ink come out, so that it is lush and it comes out really, really smoothly. And the Staedtler and the Recollections are a little drier, I would say. So using the Recollections, and I'm quite surprised by that. Like, it's pretty smooth, the writing. The color payout is great. The ink is not leaking. I can put aside my projections. Well, I'm being kind of sloppy here. Sorry, y'all. And on the back, when I flip it over, they ghost pretty much the same way. There's not any one that's showing more than the others, depending on how much you thicken your strokes, right? So honestly, I'm gonna say 10 out of 10 recommend. If the colors are not gonna bother you, and I mean, it's $5. You can't go wrong with $5. So head on over to Michael's, pick some up. And maybe, you know, later on you wanna get some of these other ones just because they're a nice writing experience and they look great in your pen case. But other than that, these are a great option for your bullet journal or your planner or anything like that.
After I recorded this video, I went to go use the black fine liner from the Recollections from the Michaels and found that the tip was crushed and pretty much unusable. So I think that is the catch and the risk that you take for buying pens for $5. So although most of them were great, keep this in mind for a possibility when you make your purchase.
And that's all I've got for you today. If you like this video, help me out, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, but most of all, I hope you find this useful and that you enjoy it. I will see you in my next video. If you have any other ideas for things that you want me to compare in a dupe or dud video, please leave a comment below. I will try to do that in the future. Thanks, everyone.